anyhow, doing things scared, hopeful. Right now I feel depressed. Right now I feel grateful. Right now I am just celebrating putting my music career on the table. Doing things scared, but anyhow means that I could not only control my musical future, but my right now. Um, when people see me, they wonder, wow. But I say it's cool to do things anyhow, wanting to shut up the negativity crowds as um, the microphone, their voices loud, wanting to make it original, wanting to use my everything musically as my um, tool of greatness, wanting more, not less, because originality is me. I'm going to make it in the music business now, hopefully, if I practice every day. That's what my story will be anyhow, wanting to change my right now, anyhow, wanting to see what becomes of me, wanting to show my definition ensemble of glee anyhow. That was my original song called Anyhow. Welcome, Boss Nation, to the How to Avoid Fraud, which, by the way, the song was not named after by Morgan Magan YouTube channel, and I sang the little bit at the end there, towards the end, but it's mostly a rap song, and I have never released an original before on this channel on any version, so I was terrified in an excited way, but I've just got to say that I'm looking forward to many more songs like this with different messages and everything that are originals, obviously, with music and also a cappella like this one. So the idea comes from when you do things for the first time. You know, people are getting better in different ways. Like if we just commit to No matter how you look in the positive secular, trusting in the willpower that a higher deity gives us, or trusting in just being optimistic, looking at people around you and trying to be like them in a way where you to create some sort of training for yourself. Um, Ask them how they got there and everything, and let them mentor you or whatever. People are getting better in different ways. Sometimes they're getting better, like, for example, I talk about exercise and how I'm getting better to um be able to, like, perform for you on stage, for instance, or go to the meetings with my producers and have it on this YouTube channel, not necessarily because I'm in this office, but for the fans who won't be able to witness it live without my YouTube channel. But I am getting up and walking and coming to meet whichever record label that I've talked to so far, including A&M, including the Beyonce record label, which I performed, that helped her write Halo, and including the um the record label that helped Cool and the Gang, I believe their band name is right. Celebrate Good Times, Come On, which I've also performed on this channel. Not recently, but And so far, I want to be signed with the Nicki Minaj song crew for positive secular songs, only like their song, cause I'm including her team, which is her band, or which was her band for that song. So her and they performed her song Starships Were Meant to Fly. I sang the Kids Bop version, but later I found out that um she wrote the song, and with songs like that only that I come up with and everything. When I say like that only, I mean positive secular only. I would love to sign with the Nicki Minaj crew, or any crew that has my positive secular deal request. They'll sign that contract after writing it up and printing it out like I've listed it on songs that I have performed besides my original called anyhow. So I have listed in other videos what I feel like a positive secular deal means to me. I will give you a summary basically, and this is for all record labels. Hi, Boss Nation record label parts, which Boss Nation, by the way, is just what I call the general audience who listens to the Megan Morgan um, Morgan Magan. I'm nervously excited, so mistakes are are inevitable. It's like you almost lose your breath cross, crossing over every threshold, wanting to get to your rocket planet for Thanksgiving, because when you live out the music for whatever drives you, there's no forgetting what you're mending like yarn and thread, and the notes just can't help without the other sounds to come out from your head and everything. So, anyway, that was quick little rap. Not more to the song, but I am just on a roll here, you know. Um, Meaning that wasn't part of any how the song I performed originally. That's part of original music, but that's to make myself 100% clear that's what I mean and everything. So, a positive secular deal is deal that will include Morgan Magan not cussing. A positive secular deal is one that'll include um, big print for Morgan Magan, because, as I've said before to you, record labels, I am working with my insurance company, taking their time, unfortunately, and everything to hire a new corporate doctor, because none of the doctors there want to be that, and the corporate doctor or chief executive officer doctor, he retired and everything. So big print for vision purposes um, um, that's included in my positive secular deal request. Because I have a special eye doctor that accepts my insurance, and yeah. So Um, a positive secular deal also includes protection for my family, which means without their consent, even sometimes before my consent, like without their consent, whether it is with my knowledge or not. That's what I mean when I say that. Nothing personal about them in the media, that because they contribute to my success and I'm very close to my family. They wouldn't want in the media. And if anybody chooses to work with me, um, you will be fired if you violate that. Privacy is something I believe that we need to put back in the industry, and everything. And positive secular deals also include, let me show you something. I could move my hands and I could rub my face. That being said, positive secular deals include no skin care routines, because there's a lot of news and social media and commercial messages about skincare products, and I believe that there should be, without wanting, by the way, for the skincare product industry to go out of business. I believe that there should be more of an emphasis expressed for dudes and young ladies and old dudes and old ladies, but especially for the ladies. I believe that there should be more of an emphasis on skincare products being a choice. Like, I would just naturally let the boils and pimples and everything you can get from working hard on your face and a few other places, like your arms, or from puberty as well. I would just naturally let them go away and not give myself blackheads or skin irritation from popping them. So, but as you can see from that demonstration, it's not that because if I want to get it around my house, I couldn't put it on. But if you come, um, at me with XL or Clear and Clean or Neutrogena, or Proactive, it will cause me to be proactive in firing you if you ever try that, especially more than one time. But one time will be a warning. I'll say that's in the contract, and right now you're violating it. Do you want to get fired? That's what I'll ask you, because I simply believe, like, just because you have boils or zits or whatever you want to call them, pimples on your arms or face that naturally go away, especially if you eat beans and wash with soap and water and keep a clean face as much as possible does not mean you're any less beautiful or for the other side handsome or fly for both sides altogether, So take your pictures with pimples or glasses or boils or um, zits or blemishes, um, because as long as it's an exercise blemish, zit, pimple, or whatever you want to name them, it'll go away. You can also eat beans and healthy to make it go away. My family told me, and I have watched it work, so I know it's true. So, yeah, those are just some of the things summary wise in my list of a positive secular deal and what it means to MORAGAIN. Um, for the rest of it, record labels, go check out my other YouTube videos and um everything, please. Oh, and another thing um is don't expect my musical career to look like unless you want to be again record labels in violation of contract. Don't expect my um musical career to look like a diary that is personal, except when I want it to. Sometimes, like anyhow, I will write really personal, original music, and sometimes I will not, but you could live two lives as a musical artist and still live one. It's not dangerous. It's just for the sanity of privacy, of course. So when I want to be out celebrating a new release musically and I want the paparazzi all in my face, of course I'll smile for the pictures, but keep out or I drop the deal with any label who wants to sign me. I'll I'll make sure to have a copy both ways and you delete all electronic ones and let me rip up the paper ones if um um you are in violation of the contract, or else I'm not going to be happy. I have lawyer like I have, yes, lawyers close to me. I am working um with legal Zoom. That being said, let me call them again because another thing I need to say in this video is I want to pattern um phrases like M squared with how I want it written as well. M squared is a nickname of mine musically that I've come up with myself, for myself, with myself so far as I'm building the team, corporately, or Miss M&M. No, M&M Company is a catchphrase that I'm going to be patenting simply because my first and last name both start with the orange and white YouTube symbol initial um that you see on my YouTube channel with the circle um being orange, my favorite color, and the initial being in caps lock and white caps lock. I think I'll pattern that too as another cute way of saying uppercase because you think of the caps lock symbol when which YouTube is best on, you think of it being on the computer, so I'll pattern caps lock as a way to say uppercase. And now I will um get the legal Zoom people, and because Google is slow on my phone, which by the way I am working on changing project phones, so I will have a new number. But until then, record labels, you can reach me expecting originals like this as well. This is just a special day, Wednesday the 23rd in 2023 in the month of August, because this is the first time releasing anyhow one of um my original songs. So the first on my channel, but definitely not the last, yes. Because Google, like I was saying, is slow on my phone, I'm going to, instead of Googling the LegalZoom number. I'm going to type it in my phone after um looking it up in my computer. By the way, for anyone who wants to copy me and pretend to be me after this, because you may not want to pay for it, but you want to use LegalZoom because that's an idea, you won't be able to for reasons that you're about to see. So I am the original Morgan Magan, spelled how I want you to want to view my music. Boss Nation fans, both in the record labels and not more again, but I pronounce it Morgan and Megan spelled M-A and then the word again. The number to LegalZoom is images of the LegalZoom phone number. What is the phone number to LegalZoom? I have to look for it. What is the phone number to LegalZoom? See, now that I typed some of the number in, it popped up.
Thank you for calling LegalZoom. We're here to help. If you have questions about an existing order, please press or say 1. To place an order or for help placing an order, press or say 2. If you know the extension of the person you are trying to reach, press or say 9.
I
If
need
you have questions,
help placing an
if you have,
order. I was hung up on. How rude.
thank you for calling LegalZoom. We're here to help. If you have questions about an existing order, please press or say 1. To place an order or for help placing an order, press or say 2. If you know the
2.
extension of If you have
2.
questions about an If you have questions about an existing order, please press or say 1. To place an order or for help placing an order, press or say 2. If you know the extension for LLC, incorporation, DBAs, or other business-related services, press or say 1. For living wills, trusts, power of attorney, our specialists are trained to help you with LegalZoom products and services. However, they cannot provide you legal advice as LegalZoom is not a law firm. Calls may be recorded for quality assurance, training, and operation purposes. Thank you for calling LegalZoom. This is Jonathan, your business specialist. What a pleasure speaking with today.
My name is Morgan Magin, MORAGAIN from YouTube, and I am the host of How to Avoid Fraud on YouTube, and I am a musical person. I write songs and everything and record covers, and I am just asking for help to create um, like a business license electronically and register my business on YouTube with the state. Like, how much is that going to cost and what are the steps?
I'm not too familiar with how things go as far as trying to get something set up for YouTube, to be honest with you. As far as protecting yourself from fraud of any kind, I would say the best place to ask that would be our personal services department, since right now you're over in sales. I help with like entity formation, things along those lines, of course. But basically speaking, our personnel department should have maybe a better idea of what you're looking at as far as to prevent.
All right, Mr. Jonathan, can I be transferred, please, and thank you?
Sure, give me one moment.
Thank you.
Let's see, one moment as I find it.
By the way, you are.
All right. Please stay on the line. Someone will be with you shortly, okay?
All right. Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling LegalZoom. This is Ruben speaking. Who would I have the pleasure of speaking with today?
Hi, from YouTube. My name is Morgan Magin, and because I don't want to be fraudulent with any of the businesses I work with corporately, I am the host of How to Avoid Fraud on YouTube, and I spell my name MORAGAIN, and I'm calling because I want to legally with the state register my musical business on YouTube, which because of that, I am looking into the legal licensing to be able to still perform covers on YouTube and get paid as well as the one that'll allow me to protect my own stuff on YouTube.
Got it. Okay. When it comes down to the specifics of that, Ms. Martin, I believe you're looking to protect information based on YouTube. Is that correct?
Yes, for myself as a singer and protect myself still legally so I can get paid when I perform covers.
Got it. Okay. When it comes down to that, I can actually connect you with my intellectual property team here at LegalZoom. They would be able to, of course, go over those details and help you, of course, protect those specific details and, of course, your music. So, of course, if you give me a brief second, let me connect you with my intellectual
all
property.
right. What's your name, sir, again?
My name is Ruben.
Thank you, Mr. Ruben. By the
No
way,
problem.
to protect myself from anyone taking my idea on my channel, how to avoid fraud, I'm making a video because I just sang an original song, and this call for that purposes is for that purpose rather is still on video. That's okay, right?
It should be, but unfortunately, I don't have those details for you. But that's what I was mentioning. I can connect you with my care team here at LegalZoom or my intellectual property care team. They would be able to go over those details with you.
Thank you. Please do.
You're welcome. One moment.
There are two licensing opportunities on YouTube for the Bus Nation.
Thanks for calling LegalZoom. This is Eric. How can I help you today?
Hello, Mr. Eric. I was connected to you by Mr. Ruben. My name from YouTube is Morgan Magan, MORAGAIN, and because I don't want to be fraudulent corporately with any of the corporations that I work with, including in music. My channel is called How to Avoid Fraud Now. My request is how can I protect my own stuff legally license wise when I make music on YouTube, and how can I register my business on YouTube with the state of Georgia? What are the steps? And also, I want to get paid when I perform covers legally on YouTube, so I'm also looking into the licensing for that.
Okay, so here in my department, we could help you with one of three things, which would be either copyrights, trademarks, or patents. Were you looking into any of those? And if you like, I can break down the differences of each one.
Yes. Yes, right. Please break down each one.
Sure thing. So copyright registration is where you're protecting any original artistic content. This would be for like, let's say you have books, short stories, paintings, photography, film, or music production. Any of those things could be protected for copyright. This is basically you stating that you're the original author of the work. Trademarks protects your branding. So this would be for like any name, logo, or slogan that you're using to identify a product or a service with. That would be your trademark. All right. And then patents would be for an invention. If you invented something that has a unique function to it, think of something mechanical, an electronic device, or like a new method or process. That's the utility patent. If your invention has a unique look and feel to it, that's a design patent.
All right. Now, my question is, can you also patent trademarks and musical branding? Can't I do that, Mr. What was your name again? I'm sorry.
My name is Eric.
Can't I do that, Mr. Eric, with LegalZoom? And how much would it cost?
So, can you ask that question again? Because you were asking if you could patent a
Yes.
trademark. Did I hear that right?
Can I patent trademarks and musical branding with LegalZoom? If so, how much am I looking to spend?
So patents and trademarks are two different things.
Yes, but can't
You can't patent a trademark.
I can't patent a trademark at all
Correct. Because
legally?
trademark is one thing, patent is a different thing.
All right. Okay. So if I'm working with LegalZoom in any area, say to patent my YouTube channel, in music, with the state of Georgia, how much would it cost with LegalZoom to make that into a business? You are there, right, Mr. Eric?
I'm here. I'm trying to understand what your question is. Can you ask that one more time?
So with LegalZoom, if I wanted the licensing to patent my to make my YouTube channel a business with the state of Georgia with LegalZoom's help, how much would that cost?
That's going to be a business question. Let me get you over to my business department and they can help you with that, okay?
All right.
All right, thank you. Please hold.
I have other people too in this nation besides you. Zoom. I'm just trying to compare. Here I was sent a text by family the other time with other numbers, so I'm trying to. La la la, do re mi fa sol la ti do, starting to legal Zoom jazz here on the Morgan Magazine. How to avoid fraud? Now go Morgan Magazine. Well, on hold with her warrior friends at legal Zoom. That is what I'm doing. Scott singing with partial words added on the how to avoid fraud channel. Hello? Hello?
Hello, thank you for calling LegalZoom. I'm Steven. With whom I have the pleasure of speaking with?
This is from the How to Avoid Fraud channel on YouTube, Morgan Megan, and I am calling because the name of my channel is called How to Avoid Fraud because I was hung up on again. Well, but nation, I'll keep trying. Off camera, but and later, honestly, but the point is to show you that I am actually working on that. That's why I wanted to record that, and that I'm not saying you should suspect everyone is a thief, but so I could not be copied, I recorded the call with an okay from LegalZoom on this video too. Um, to those Boston which I am not going to patent, but before the Toodles is in full effect. Hold on, just give or take in the expression way a second, please and thank you. And I may charge for my music, but for the extra stuff besides my song, like to add to the fun of singing in this video, there will be no charge, Bus Nation, because I like making people laugh, including with jokes and everything. But I can't dance out like I usually do on the channel without music. So excuse me. I'm going to check which I use as my radio when I need to use my phone as was just demonstrated. My um monitor, which is what my TV turns into during the recordings that I do musically. You too. You too. Phil Thompson instrumental. You too. You should listen, Boss Nation, to all his instrumentals. Yes, Phil Thompson is great musician. He has a band too, but if you would like to listen to all his instrumentals, I don't mean that in a obvious way. I say the second part because he also sings too, so you're like, of course, because unless you use a recording studio, you can't sound like a whole band. So that's the obvious thought, which is why I say the second part of my statement. Yeah. Or as my generation says now, a recording stew. I can't wait to sing to you and be dancing around with you in my stew when I release an album. Naomi Grant, Hurricane Instrumental, YouTube. Well, this is an ad bus nation, but I'll play that while I talk, meaning the song and everything. I can't wait to hang on. Um, Hang on, I have to fuss at my music player. No, I don't. Here's the music. See what happens when you're expectant. I can't wait to see you next time on the Morgan Magan channel. I'll achieve a shoulder roll dance and everything right now. And stay expecting, including from me, as well as mindset change, thinking and soul spirit and being thinking included, expecting the unexpected. And you don't have to copy the same moves, but dance out with me. Won't you please? Thank you. Yes. Rock on, let's pump our fist bust nation. You should check out all of Naomi Grant's gospel music too. That's Grant, like money funding, or like Ulysses Grant and everything, who was once a general of the army in American history. Well, I have some other things I have to accomplish. So I will see you soon, Boss Nation. Oh, next I will be performing. This was just a day for several versions of originals. Next, I will be performing um, two songs. The second one is not positive secularly inappropriate. It is just for certain age groups. I would recommend that they shouldn't listen to this peppy song because it's written, let's just say, who doesn't want to forget that and doesn't forget that in the song by a grown woman, but it is a positive secular song. Um, the first song, however, will be a live recording of the song. I just want to shine one next Friday. The second song I hope to drop a cover, and the first song if not this Friday, then also next Friday because I have a work slammed corporately schedule. Um, and let me turn off the monitor um for all the ads. Um, and corporations understand what it's like musically to be busy, so they know what I'm talking about. That's another phrase of mine, trademark wise. Work slammed as another word, but two this time. For busy because I'm always work slammed, meaning my otherwise agendas, including corporately, is always slammed with a lot of work when it comes to music, but it's fun, so I do not care. Yes. Oh, and I just want to say anything if it ever arises that you should not hear in these videos come from YouTube ads and is not what I ever pretend what I ever want to play musically or ever put out there musically, and it's not my intention whether I'm singing or um music is followed by an ad that I vice versa. I mean that I don't intend to put there, so grown-ups and teenagers to the little ones explain please and thank you what I mean if they're too young to understand at this point. you can't change the world by wanting to be the difference without first starting from your current state. So that's what I mean in summary when I say all that, yeah. Stay optimistically hopeful, and if you want to, referring to who this channel, which my sanctuary is working on the gospel sites, gospel version of my original stuff, and positive secularly. The two contracts clashing is something you'll need to worry about other than me proclaiming my faith no matter what, never. But this channel will always be dedicated Trinity wise, meaning Him as the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. See you soon, Lost Nation. Thanks for listening to the music literally in my general totality was Lost Nation, but anyhow, have a good rest of your Wednesday, the 23rd in 2023. I felt like saying that again because sometimes when you're achieving a lot, dates and what day it is, but you're like, what is today's date? So here you go. All right, that down what today is, and have a good one, Boss Nation. And by the way, for originals, that's a small price to pay change wise, so I might think of that. If I don't have time, then it won't be like this. But for originals, I could make a permanent thing, putting the date first and my title in the description. I'll think about it.